This is video 2 for 3.8 notes, and in this video we're going to be looking at some examples of your homework. Now I'm really hoping this is not terribly hard. I know the definitions seem really weird, but it's hopefully not as hard as what you possibly might think at this point. Okay, so we have the sets for D. D is 16, 19, and 21. E is 16, 18, 19, and 20. And F is 15, 17, 18, 19, and 21. So it says we're listing the elements in D union E. So that means everything that's in D, everything that's in E, including what they have in common. So 16 is in D and E. 18 is just in E, but we want to write it down because we're doing the union. 19 is in both D and E. 20 is just in E. And 21 is just in D. So it's everything that is in both D and E, including what they have in common. So 16, 18, 19, 20, and 21. I went over the blank. Okay, but you'll be typing that in. All right, so that's number 1. Number 2 says find the intersection of these two sets. Intersection means what do they have in common? Well, they don't have anything in common. And set number 1 over here, the includes 1, 3, 6, and 9. Set number 2 is 2, 5, and 8. There's nothing they have in common. So this intersection is the empty set. All right, number 3. Again, we have set D, 2, 5, 7, E, 2, 4, 5, 6, F, 1, 3, 4, 5, 7. And again, we're looking for D union E. So D, they both have a 2. E just has a 4. Remember, this is union, so we want everything they have in common and everything that's in the sets they don't have in common. So 2, 4, 5 is in both sets. 6 is just in E, and 7 is just in D. So we're just going to list them. See if I can make it fit this time. 2, 4, 5, 6, and 7. It says use commas to separate the answers. I don't really think it matters the order you put them in. I always just put them in numerical order. All right, number 4. A is 1, 7, and 9. B is X, which means, and then X is an even whole number that's less than 11. C is 4, 8, 10, and 12. And D, another one, is an odd whole number less than 12. And we're trying to find A intersects C. So looking at A, 1, 7, and 9. Looking at C, 4, 8, 10, and 12. A intersects C means what do they have in common? Well, they have nothing in common. So again, this solution is the empty set. Okay. See if we can find one that's not an empty set. All right, number 5 says let B equal X, where X is an even whole number less than 9. Even whole number less than 9. So 2, 4, 6, and 8. C is 1, 2, 4, and 7. And it says find the intersection of B intersects C. So remember, X is an even whole number. So that's 2, 4, 6, and 8. That's less than 9. This has 2 and 4. So those are your two numbers that they have in common. That's where they intersect. So that's B. Looking at what they have in common. All right, number 6. Let A equal 3, 5, 9. B is where X is an even whole number less than 9. So again, that's 2, 4, 6, and 8. C is 2, 6, 8, and 10. D is an odd whole number less than 10. So that's 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Odd whole number. Find A intersect B. Oops. So A intersect B. So A is 3, 5, and 9. B is 2, 4, 6, and 8. They have nothing in common again. So what is that? That's the empty set. All right, number 7. It says draw a Venn diagram to represent the union and intersection of the sets below. So on this one, we're looking for the union and the intersection. So intersection means what do they have in common? They all have this triangle in common. Okay, and they have nothing else in common. This one has letters A and B, -1, 0, 2, and 3. I'm talking about all 3 of them. Let's see, 2 and 3 they have. That one has So all they have in, I mean, all three of them have in common that triangle. So that triangle is right there. So that makes that a little bit easier. Okay, so remember, the intersection has to be what they all three have in common. That's going to be in the middle of all those circles. All right, number 8. What are the solutions? Hey, we did this one on 3.7. So 7x minus 6 absolute value is less than or equal to, so that's a between. So we're going to put 22 on the right, negative 22 on the left. Add 6. And we get negative 16 is less than or equal to 7x, which is less than or equal to 28. Divide the middle by 7, the left and the right by 7. So negative 16 sevenths is less than or equal to x, which is less than or equal to 4. So this has to be an intersection. If it is a between statement, it's going to be an intersection because to graph it, negative 16 sevenths is here, 4 is here, x is between, so it's only where they overlap. So we're looking at the intersection. So it can't be A and it can't be B. So let's look at C and D. Now C, if we turn this around, or let's not even turn it around, let's just look at this part right here. X is less than or equal to 4, because both of these are the same. So except for the equal to sign. I just now noticed that. But so we're looking at less than or equal to 4. So that's C. Okay, so we're looking for that equal to sign. So luckily that one was multiple choice. All right, and number 9, in a survey of students about favorite sports, the results include 30 who like tennis, 40 who like football, 17 who like tennis and football, 20 who like tennis and baseball, 29 who like football and baseball, 9 who like all 3 sports, and 4 who like none of the sports. Who doesn't like football? How many students like only tennis and football? Okay, so what we're going to do is look for the number of people who like tennis and football. So that's 17. And we're going to subtract the number of people who like all 3 sports. So how many students like only tennis and football? So 17 minus 9 is 8. How many students only like tennis and baseball? So where's tennis and baseball? Tennis and baseball is 20. So we're going to take 20 and again subtract 9 that all like all 3 sports. So 20 minus 9 is 11. Baseball and football. Baseball and football. I don't see it. Baseball and football is right here. 29. So 29 minus 9. Again, all 3 sports is 20. So 20 only like baseball and football. Okay, so that is the end of the notes for 3.8. Now you're hopefully ready to do the homework.